Here's a fun hypothetical for you. Imagine yourself falling through the sky. Why? Who cares? To make matters worse, you don't have a parachute. No parachute, no wingsuit, no helicopter hat, no nothing. Except for your trusty IKEA portal that lets you summon any IKEA product from the magical IKEA store in Westchester, Ohio. It's a helpful little tool to have, but will it be enough to save your life before impact with the earth turns you into a big red display piece of your own? Here are the rules. You can summon anything of any size as long as it's a product in stock at an IKEA store. You can obtain your products fully assembled, unassembled, in box, out of box, incorrectly assembled, or even mixed and matched if you so desire. The IKEA fairy at the other side of the portal will sort it all out for you. He knows exactly what you want. These are the top 5 best and worst things that you could summon from IKEA to save your life. Number 5 best, on Sevig. Starting out our top 5 is on Sevig. Surely you've seen those videos of base jumpers using rugs instead of wingsuits. It's a real-life flying carpet, and now you can do it too. By increasing your surface area, you can gain enough air resistance to trade some of that vertical momentum for horizontal, gliding your way down to the ground. Unfortunately, if you have seen those videos, you'll know that Mr. Aladdin also used a parachute at the end, which you don't have. Your total momentum is still immense, and hitting land or water like this is still an impact force equivalent to being hit by a car. Your one true chance of surviving is to fly through a forest and trade off momentum by being hit repeatedly with branches. Ow! After which you will crash into one big fat tree, ow, lose all of your remaining momentum, falling and hitting every single branch on the way down, ow, before hitting the ground. Ow. But hey, ow is better than dead. Number 5 worst, Stockholm. Not only will it not stop your fall, even in the slightest, but anyone who finds what's left of you will be less concerned about you, but rather what the hell kind of ceiling that chandelier fell from. You will be remembered only as a joke, if at all. Number 4 best, Nat Jasmine. The smallest parachute ever successfully used by a human measured fewer than 4 square meters, approximately the size of a queen bedsheet. Luckily for you, you have the IKEA portal, so bedsheets are actually available to you. Unfortunately for you, IKEA does not stock paracord, so you'll have to get the IKEA fairy to rip the cords off lamps or something else before you can hope to attach yourself to your makeshift parachute. Even then, it'll likely not be enough, so you'll want to have multiple of them like a returning space capsule. More unfortunately, there's no clean release system, so whether or not anything works at all is still very much up in the air. Like you. Number 4 worst, Lack. Lack is possibly IKEA's most famous piece of furniture. Here are the reasons why it's in the bottom 4. 1. It's made of nothing. No real structural integrity and no real way for it to slow your fall, not even as a crumple object. 2. It's tiny. The only real way to have it hit the ground before you is more or less to stand on it like a moron. 3. It's too recognizable. When people discover your minced remains, they will spend less time worrying about why there's a dead body there, and more time focused on why there's a lack there. Number 3 best, Saglaro. It's a giant umbrella. Tie multiple of them together and you'll have an even bigger umbrella with better stability. As far as things that slow a fall go, giant umbrellas will always be a solid go-to. Will that amount of surface area be enough to save you? Who knows, but it'll help at least a bit. Probably a bit better than a Nat Jasmine. Overall, decent choice. You could do a lot worse than this. Number 3 worst, Fractor. It's a bag. It won't help you survive the fall one bit, but if you squeeze yourself into it on the way down, you won't have to worry about the stress of seeing the ground rapidly rising up to smash you into rogue atoms. It'll just be over before you know it, you coward. It'll also save a lot of work for the people who have to clean you up afterwards, so that's nice. Number 2 best, Custom Build. We did say that you could summon incorrectly built items, so put that IKEA fairy to work. Everything is put together with the same Allen key, so who's to say you can't assemble an emergency aircraft out of multiple products to bring you safely back down to Earth?
What is that?
Airframe made from saguaro, covered by a sheet of nat jasmine. Landing gear, who needs it? Don't be too trusting of IKEA's material quality though. This is a high-level option for those with engineering know-how only, but if you do have it, it might just save your life. Number 2 worst, Swedish meatballs. Once you consider them, the option sounds actually promising. If you could assemble a cushion of sacrificial meat that gets smashed into patties before you do, you might just make it out alive. Best think again. To survive a fall from terminal velocity, you'll need upwards of 8 meters of room to decelerate. In other words, you need at least 8 meters of space to be able to slow down at a g-force that won't mangle you. That's not happening with 20 bags of meatballs. That's not happening with 200 bags of meatballs. That's probably not happening with 2,000 bags of meatballs. It might work with 10,000 bags of meatballs, but no IKEA has that many bags of meatballs stocked at any one time, so bad luck. But the worst is yet to come. Once you land and go splat, the smell of the meatballs will attract hordes of hungry dogs and impoverished children towards the crash site. They will then chow down on the miraculous mass of food that has just fallen from the sky, never knowing whether what they are eating is meatball or you. After the landing, they won't be able to tell the difference. And our number 1 top pick is box. IKEA flat pack boxes are usually ignored once you pull the thing you actually want out of them. But for this shocking scenario, they're probably the best thing you could possibly use in the entire store. Real skydivers have successfully landed on stacks of them without a parachute. That's a precedent you can trust. Maybe. The required 8 meters of deceleration distance is actually achievable with a fat stack of flat pack cardboard boxes. Have you seen how high those shelves go? There's definitely enough. If you're on a stack of them over 8 meters tall, you have a decent chance of survival. Once you hit the ground atop them, they'll crumble beneath you, absorbing kinetic energy and slowing your fall to a safe speed. Their large surface area also causes a lot of drag, which will slow you down somewhat before you even land. Overall, it's hard to get anything better than the humble box. Just make sure to keep yourself balanced during the fall so that you land box first. And our number 1 worst, absolute worst, horrible choice is Mills bow. That thing is even more fragile than you are. Does it generate drag? A little. Does it have any other redeeming qualities? No, who are we kidding? This thing sucks. No flexibility, no crumple zones, no shock-absorbing materials. The moment it touches the ground, it'll shatter and shear and be utterly obliterated. What about you? Riding on top of it? Under it? In it? It doesn't matter. The shattered glass and shredded metal are going to chew you up into even more of a pulp than the ground alone would have. Terrible option. Would not recommend one bit. Do better, IKEA. So there you have it. What did you think of the list? If you have an even better plan to survive, write it down in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, pat the dog, and go to your nearest IKEA to advise them on how their products could be made even safer in these kinds of critical situations. I'm sure they'll love to hear it.